Today we're talking about natural remedies for nausea and morning sickness. Pregnancy is such a privilege, but it can be so hard with your changing body to figure out how to manage all the symptoms. I did hours of research to compile all of the natural remedies for nausea, and I put them together in this video to share with you. This is going to be the first in a series of 7 most common pregnancy symptoms, so be sure to subscribe to see the other ones as well. If you're new around here, I'm Nicole. I love researching and learning about pregnancy, birth, and postpartum. Today, we're talking about natural remedies for nausea and morning sickness. We'll go through why are you feeling nauseous, and then top tips for nausea. Okay, let's talk about why you're feeling nauseous. So there's a couple hormones that sound a little complicated. I'm gonna try and explain it for you. There's this hormone called GDF-15. Think of this as the placenta nausea hormone. There is new research that came out in 2023 that shows that GDF-15 is responsible for causing a lot of morning sickness. This is a hormone that the placenta basically makes a lot of, especially during early pregnancy. It sends signals to the brain's nausea center, and the more sensitive a person is to this hormone, the more nausea they're going to have. And then there's this other hormone called HCG. You might be familiar with this one because that's what makes your pregnancy test positive. Think of this as the pregnancy hormone. This is made by the placenta very early after conception. Some research suggests that this hormone could be responsible for a lot of the nausea as well. Basically, it's telling your body to make more estrogen, which can slow digestion and worsen nausea. It also lightly stimulates your thyroid, which can also worsen nausea. So those are the 2 hormones that could be responsible for a lot of the nausea that you're feeling. Also, the rise of estrogen and progesterone levels during pregnancy can worsen nausea. This can also heighten your sense of smell and make you sensitive to certain odors. There's also a couple other things such as genetics. If you have a family history of severe morning sickness, you're more likely to have it, unfortunately. So I bet you want to know, how long can I expect this to last? Like, how bad is this gonna get? How long do I have to go through this? Usually it's the worst in the first trimester. Now, pregnancy, as you may have discovered, it can be very unpredictable. I say this as generalizing other women's experiences. 70 to 80% of women experience nausea and morning sickness. Usually it begins around weeks 5 to 6 of pregnancy and peaks between weeks 8 to 12. For most women, symptoms improve around weeks 12 to 16, and a small percentage of women may have it their entire pregnancy. My pregnancy was a little different than the average statistics. I had random nausea kind of throughout my pregnancy, and I didn't have a ton in the first trimester. So you may experience it as most women do, or you could be different. However, take hope that it should lessen when you get to your second trimester. Okay, let's jump into the natural remedies. I'm going to share some that are more commonly known and some that are not as common. The first one is your morning routine. I know that for me and for some of my friends, the mornings are just hard, especially with the nausea. So a few things that can be helpful for the morning is have some lemon water by your bed. You can also drink lemon water throughout the day. Just put a slice of lemon in your water to have it ready to sip on. Also, having some ginger chews or like peppermints by your bed. Peppermint has a calming effect on your nervous system and calms nausea. Having a few saltines by your bed, it's very helpful to eat a little something first thing in the morning to balance your blood sugar. You're going to move very slowly out of your bed. Don't make any sudden movements, just take it slow. The next thing you can try is vitamin B6. This is a great tip that I've seen all over. The recommendation is 25 milligrams up to 3 times a day. Now keep in mind the max daily is 100 milligrams, and you also want to be talking to your provider before you're taking this regularly. Another thing you can try, a lifestyle change, is to eat small meals and snacks throughout the day. This helps to balance your blood sugar, and basically if your stomach is too empty, it's gonna worsen your nausea, but if it's too full, that's also gonna worsen it. So we wanna kind of find that sweet spot in the middle and get all of our calories in. Another thing you can try is prioritizing protein. This reduces nausea and also helps to balance your blood sugar. The last tip that I have for you is apple cider vinegar. This is a much lesser talked about remedy, but it does help balance your stomach acidity. Now, the only thing with this is don't take too much or it could make your nausea worse. Try 1 teaspoon to a tablespoon or maybe 2 tablespoons in a glass of water after your meal, and hopefully that will help your nausea. As I said, if you want to see all of the natural remedies that I found, check out our ebook, link is in the description. If some of these remedies help you out, let other moms know in the comments, or if you have others to add, drop them in the comments. You're doing great, mama, and remember, honor your body.